Yo, it is the Purple Yeti. I'm back, but this time I'm only really drinking some water. Let me tell you, at South by Southwest, I am going badless, and beat me up this weekend. So I'm kind of recovering. I'm on the down low, but I fortunately have been collecting and actually keeping track of the news. So I tell you what, let's just jump right into it. Now, first of all, I want to say that I am the Purple Yeti. It is my ridiculous moniker. I got my tasty little Kansas State shirt, rocking it. And, yeah. Just found out over the weekend that Kansas State's basketball team won a share of the Big 12 championship. Football, you say? No. Basketball. So, congratulations to those guys. I know they had to share it with, what's that team across the highway? Kansas University. So, congratulations to those two teams. I most certainly didn't expect one, and I most certainly expected the other. So, it's a surprise and not a surprise at the same time. Do you call it nonplussed? I don't know. Tell you what, leave a comment before. Let me know what you think. So, well, might as well stay on the old Kansas State side, shall we? It looks like on the football side of things that they have got a couple of running back recruits for the team. Kansas, of course, getting Traevohn Wrench, and Kansas State getting Dalvin Warmack. So that's good for those guys. Both kind of in-state. One's in Blue Springs, actually. Yeah, and then the other one is out of Gardner, Kansas. So I'm glad the talent is staying in-state and not going to places like Missouri or Nebraska. So, no offense to you guys, I just like raspberries. Actually, I have some raspberry jam in the fridge right now. Great with crunchy peanut butter. And maybe a little bit of jalapeno, but that's just me. So, so congratulations to Kansas State and Kansas on that. Big year in athletics for both teams. More K-State. So, moving on. There is, I guess, well, Big 12. Looks like the Russell Athletic Bowl might be going with the Big 12. I don't know. We might be replacing the Toilet Bowl down in Shreveport. Couldn't really tell you. Hopefully they get a good swag bag during that. That's the only thing I can really say. They will have plenty of time, the Big 12 that is, to showcase some talent, because now they got about 5 weekday games for next year. Some of them, I believe, are on Thanksgiving, but some of them, I think Kansas State moved their game to Friday against like North Dakota State, and yeah, Texas and Texas Tech will be playing during the week too. So you know, you got to get that exposure. I mean, it is one of the toughest conferences in the league, so you know, you got to keep it going. You know, 7 days a week. So good luck to those guys. Yeah, yeah. So Major Applewhite got into some major affair. He had a one-night stand with a student there, apparently, and there was a track coach who had a long-standing affair over 10 years ago that got canned, and now we're looking at like some inequality discrepancy stuff here. So things are kind of quiet down here around Austin, but don't be surprised if you see something repercussive coming out. I know Major Applewhite had his salary suspended, but he still got a raise when he got promoted to co-offensive coordinator here recently. Will he be reprimanded? Will he be fired? I don't know. Probably not, which means that they will probably be sued. So there's going to be some drama, probably after the spring game, but that's just a guess. So, oh, and well, we might as well stick with Texas because they are considering alcohol sales at the football game. And if you have never been to that stadium, it is huge. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of alcohol there if they do that. I'm going to go ahead and say they should probably do that, just from personal experience myself. It's kind of a bad idea. But that, of course, is just my 2 cents. And the beers will probably cost about $10 because, well, they can fill the stadium, so there's no question about them filling cups. And if you've been tailgating out there, you know what I'm talking about too. You know who you are. So, what else? Well, let's go take a look what the Espen says. Boop-doo. Nothing really. Bunch of pro day stuff. That's great. Pro day is all abound. What do we have here? Nothing really. It's actually getting to be draft time. That Jake Locker guy from Texas A&M is now starting to get some press because the Kansas City Chiefs, which, I mean, this is Casey College game day. I'll talk a little bit of pro football because it is the off season. The Chiefs have the #1 pick. They traded for Alex Smith, and now Jake Locker from Texas A&M seems to be on the big old radar for new head coach Andy Reid and his cast of characters. Whether or not he goes there, whether or not he picks him, who knows? But they did get rid of that Winston guy who was talking smack on the Chiefs earlier, and they need to replace somebody with good talent. And apparently he's NFL ready. So congrats to him. Yes. What else? So March Madness is of course coming up. So get your gambling papers out, get your money out, and get ready to gamble it all away. I will not be doing any brackets because I only do football. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick Kansas State all the way. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so back to Kansas State. One of the things to point out is that here in the Big 12, the only 3 teams that have won both the football and the basketball championship in the same season was Texas, Oklahoma, and now Kansas State. So you can imagine how excited I am about it, even though they lost their ass Saturday, but so did Kansas. So it's good to be a Wildcat. It's every man's a Wildcat. I think that they helped. I hope Bruce Weber helped put them over the top when Bill Snyder came in and gave them a halftime speech. Very inspirational. That crazy old wizard. He'll just sprinkle some fairy dust on you and you just kind of win when you're not supposed to. That's how you do it. Now, some will say that the fairy dust is hard work and 16 goals and all that stuff, but when you combine them all, it just poof turns into fairy dust. It's magic. I tell you, it's magic. I've seen it. It's magic. That's all. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up this week. Again, another short week, battling South by Southwest. Probably see me here next Monday, even in more pain. But we'll definitely be back with some more news. Practices are going here and there. Some games are starting to line up. It's the only thing I'm really talking about because it is not baseball. So look for me in a couple weeks giving reports that are not on the premise of where they're practicing and more of these sides. But look for me to run my mouth again for about another 10 minutes. Just talking about the blog and all that other fun stuff with it. Once again, pop down some comments, maybe hit like a subscribe button, you know, whatever works. Have a great week. Congrats to the Wildcats. And folks, until then, I'll see you later.